Good afternoon, everyone. I am Apple Grace T. Balogbog. Today, I will be discussing to all of you the demands of society from the teacher as a professional. Teachers spend at least 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and 10 months of the school years with students practically considering the 8 hours sleeping time at home. Teachers spend more time with the students than parents. That's why parents expect so much of teachers. Teachers have tremendous power to influence students. Society as a whole expects much from teachers and schools. Often when the young do not behave as expected, the question raised by parents, is that what you are taught in school? Schools are expected to work with and for communities, and so are teachers. A teacher works with different groups and so play different roles. Tutor, guidance, counselor, community leader, renowned speaker, consultant, rolled into one. Indeed, much is demanded of teachers. The learning of the learner is the teacher's main concern. Researcher says that the teacher is in the single most important factor in the learner's learning. The effective teacher makes the good and the not so good learner learn. On the other hand, the ineffective teacher adversely affects the learning of both good and not so good student. Considering the following researchers shared by the Alas Public School Accountability System. Number 1. Learning gains realized by students during a year in the classroom of an effective teacher were sustained over later years and were compounded by additional years with effective teachers. Number 2. Conversely, depressed achievement results resisted improvement even after a student was placed with an effective teacher, and the negative impact was discernible statistically for approximately 3 subsequent years. Number 3. Learning gains realized by students during a year in the classroom of an effective teacher were sustained over later years and were compounded by additional years with effective teachers. Number 4. The negative effects of poor performing teacher on student achievement persist through 3 years of high performing teachers. Number 5. The good news is that if students have a high-performing teacher 1 year, they will enjoy the advantage of a good teaching in future years. Number 6. Conversely, if students have a low-performing teacher, they simply will not outgrow the negative effects of lost learning opportunities for years to come. Number 7. Having a better teacher not only has a substantial impact on students' test scores at the end of the school year, but also increases their chances of attending college and their earnings as adult. Hammond D. 2000. Clearly, a teacher's impact on learners lasts. The teacher is the key to student achievement. Then you have to prepare yourself to become the best and the brightest, the most caring, competent, and compassionate teachers. The best and the brightest are those that possess the competence expected of professional teachers. The professional teacher is the licensed professional who possesses dignity with high moral values, as well as technical and professional competence. He or she adheres to observe and practices a set of ethical and more moral principles, standards, and values. Teaching fulfills the elements of a profession, and so a teacher is truly a professional. A professional is one who went through long years of preparation to earn a teacher education degree recognized by the Commission on Higher Education, after which he or she hurdled a licensure examination for teachers or the lead administered by the Board for Professional Teachers with the supervision of the Professional Regulation Commission, and by passing the lead, he or she obtains a license which he or she can show proof of containing professional development. As a professional teacher, she or he is expected to abide by the Code of Ethics for professional teachers. Violation of the Code of Ethics can be ground for the revocation of license. This ensures that as a professional teacher, He or she practices his or her profession with technical and ethical and moral competence. The teacher is a licensed professional who possesses dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence. He or she adheres to, observes, and practices a set of ethical and more moral principles, standards, and values. There are a number of models or frameworks of effective teaching in the country. We have the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, or the PPST. We shall present the 4 evaluation models of effective teaching. Models of effective teaching. A. Robert Marzano's Casual Teacher Evaluation Model of 4 Domains. B. Charlotte Danielson Framework for Teaching. C. James Strong Teacher Effectiveness Performance Evaluation System, or TEPIS. D. Teacher Evaluation Standards, the Mackerel Model Mid-Continent Research for Education and Learning. So, from Robert Marzano's Casual Teacher Evaluation Model of 4 Domains, we have classroom strategies and behaviors, planning and preparing, reflection on teaching, and collegiality and professionalism. So, classroom strategies and behavior involve routine events such as communicating learning goals and feedback and establishing rules and procedures. Involve addressing content by helping students interact with new knowledge, practice and deepen new knowledge. Helping students generate and test hypotheses, and involve events enacted on the spot such as engaging students, recognizing adherence to rules and procedures, establishing and maintaining effective relationships with students, and communicating high expectation for all students. Number 2, planning and preparing. We have the planning and preparing for lessons, for needs of students receiving special education, for needs of students who lack support for schooling, for use of technology. So you have to prepare everything. You have to make plans and prepare for all of this, for all that I have mentioned. Number 3, reflection on teaching. Evaluate personal performance such as identifying areas of pedagogical strength and weaknesses, developing, implementing, and monitoring a professional growth plan. Number 4, collegiality and professionalism. Promote positive interaction with colleagues, students, and parents, mentoring other teachers, and sharing ideas and strategies. Seeking mentorship for areas of need or interest, adhering to school rules and procedures, and participating in school activities. Let's have B. Charlotte Danielson Framework for Teaching. Number 1, planning and preparation. Number 2, the classroom environment. Number 3, instruction. And number 4, professional responsibilities. In the professional responsibilities, we have the following, like reflecting on teaching, maintaining accurate records, communicating with families, participating in the professional community, growing professionally, showing professionalism. Letter C, James Strong Teacher Effectiveness Performance Evaluation System. 7 performance standards. Number 1, we have the professional knowledge. Number 2, we have the instructional planning. Number 3, we have the instructional delivery. Number 4, we have the assessment of for learning. Number 5, the learning environment. Number 6, professionalism. Number 7, student progress. So what is professionalism? Professionalism maintains a commitment to professional ethics, communicates effectively, and takes responsibility for and participates in professional growth that results in enhanced learning. Student progress. The work of the teacher results in acceptable, measurable, and appropriate student academic progress. Letter D. Teacher Evaluation Standards, the Mackerel Model, Mid-Continent Research for Education and Learning. Teachers demonstrate leadership. This includes lead in their classroom, demonstrate leadership in the school, lead the teaching profession, advocate for schools and students, demonstrate high ethical standards. Number 2, teachers establish a respectful environment for a diverse population of students. Number 3, teachers know the content they teach. Number 4, teachers facilitate learning for their students. Number 5, teachers reflect on their practices. Teaching is instructional preparation, so this entails clarifying learning outcomes and choice of appropriate teaching learning activities. Steps of competent teaching. The first step of competent teaching is instructional preparation. This entails clarifying learning's outcome and choice of appropriate teaching, learning activities, and use of assessment tasks aligned to the learning outcomes to check on learners' progress. The professional teacher possesses pedagogical content knowledge. She is fully aware that pedagogical content knowledge, how to teach particular subject matter, is central to teacher effectiveness. The Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, PPST. The PPST, the Revised National Competency-Based Teacher Standards or NCBTS, give the teacher professional competences in 7 domains, 37 strands, and 148 performance indicators for 4 career stages. According to PPST, quality teachers in the Philippines need to possess the following characteristics. Number 1. Recognize the importance of mastery of content knowledge and its interconnectedness within and across curriculum areas, coupled with a sound and critical understanding of the application of theories and principles of teaching and learning. They apply developmentally appropriate and meaningful pedagogy grounded on content knowledge and current research. They display proficiency in mother tongue, Filipino, and English to facilitate the teaching and learning process, as well as exhibit the needed skills in the use of communication strategies, teaching strategies, and technological to promote high-quality learning outcomes. Number 2. Provide learning environments that are safe, secure, fair, and supportive in order to promote learner responsibility and achievement. They create an environment that is learning-focused, and they efficiently manage learner behavior in a physical and virtual space. They utilize a range of resources and provide intellectually challenging and stimulating activities to encourage constructive classroom interactions geared towards the attainment of high standards of learning. So you have to be fair supportive. You make sure that all the environments are safe and secure. Number 3. Establish learning environments that are responsive to learner diversity. They respect learners' diverse characteristics and experiences as inputs to the planning and designing of learning opportunities. They encourage the celebration of diversity in the classroom and the need for teaching practices that are differentiated to encourage all learners to be successful citizens in a changing local and global environment. You have to modify what you are going to teach and modify activities depending on the student's performance. Number 4. Interact with the national and local curriculum requirements. They translate curriculum content into learning activities that are relevant to learners and based on the principles of effective teaching and learning. They apply their professional knowledge to plan and design, individually or in collaboration with colleagues, well-structured and sequenced lessons that are contextually relevant, responsive to learners' need, and incorporate a range of teaching and learning resources. Number 5. Apply a variety of assessment tools and strategies in monitoring, evaluating, documenting, and reporting learners' needs, progress, and achievement. They use assessment data in a variety of ways to inform and enhance the teaching and learning process and programs. They provide learners with the necessary feedback about learning outcomes that inform the reporting cycle and enables teachers to select, organize, and use sound assessment processes. An example of this is that if you know that your students are quite slow, then you have to lessen the work you are going to give them. Number 6. Establish school-community partnerships aimed at enriching the learning environment as well as the community's engagement in the educative process. They identify and respond to opportunities that link teaching and learning in the classroom to the experiences, interests, and inspirations of the wider school community and other key stakeholders. They understand and fulfill their obligations in upholding professional ethics, accountability, and transparency to promote professional and harmonious relationship with learners, parents, schools, and the wider community. Number 7. Value personal growth and professional development and exhibit high personal regard for the profession by maintaining qualities that uphold the dignity of teaching such as caring attitude, respect, and integrity. They value personal and professional reflection and learning to improve their practice. They assume responsibility for personal growth and professional development for lifelong learning. No doubt, society expects the teacher as a professional to demonstrate professionalism in all that he or she does. Professionalism is both a professional and a personal trait. Professional teachers isn't only a need of our society, it's already a demand. This only means that we badly need professional teachers today so we can be able to secure our future. They are as important as the food we eat, and they are as significant as the air we breathe. Thank you and God bless.